review. I'm here with Mr. Buchanan, and we're going to be going over some of the first two games. And yeah, let's get into it. What do you think we did best the first two games against Valley Center and Collegiate?
I think the big thing, is with any first game, there's going to be your ups and downs. There's going to be, those points in the game that go really well and the points that you got to learn from. And it's a matter of time for the young men to figure out, how their legs feel in the basketball, getting back and forth in short spurts. So I think in all the groups, the freshmen, the JV, the varsity, some things that went really well were, getting up to game speed in a short amount of time. The freshmen started the night with a nice overtime victory and showing a lot of that toughness and grit that we expect out of our team and really finding a way to win with some things going on. So that was good. Our JV figured out, hey, you got a battle, can't come out to a slow start, and got to get up on teams. And then, the varsity, same deal. Even though we had a slow start, we were battling our tails off the whole entire game. And then that nice third quarter against Valley Center really turned the tide. And, it was a lot of guys that put in the work that all of a sudden give you a spark. And all it takes is a couple possessions for, one person to really change the tide, for the entire team. And everybody else, just rides that wave a little bit. And so that happened really well in that first game against Valley, and I think that helped us even when we went last night against Collegiate. Started off the game well. Second quarter, we kind of, we built up 10, 11 point lead, and then it kind of fizzled out a little bit. We stopped, running a little offense. We stopped doing some things we needed, and then we stayed on it enough that in that fourth quarter we were able to turn the tide again with some big play and guys give us a spark to overcome a little bit of a deficit. So, all the way through, I think learning a lot as we go, and that's always going to happen before Christmas.
What do you think the biggest struggle was with the entire team overall?
On last night, on Friday?
Both games.
Oh, okay. I still think with our limited practices, legs, I think the being able to battle a little lack of conditioning is one. And it's one of those of becoming mentally tough and physically in shape and getting your head to understand, your body can take it. And it's just staying with it sharp. So I think that's a little bit of it. And just doing the little things of, hey, talking and being able to go execute a play, even when you're tired. I think those are areas that we're going to get better at. But right now, is something that we really need to focus on.
Yeah. What do you think about the next two games we're going to play?
Well, we got two really good ones. It's Clearwater on Friday, and then Garden Plain next Tuesday. And both teams are going to come out fighting like crazy. Clearwater on the varsity side just beat El Dorado last night, and so they got their victory and are going to come in looking to try to get another one. And so that's going to be tough. Garden Plain is playing well as well. A lot of their younger guys got experience last year. And so they are building upon that they had last year a little bit and really starting to play better and better and better as well.
What's the best thing you've enjoyed this season so far?
Honestly, I think it is the attitude of wanting to get better from everybody, from freshman all the way up to senior. Guys asking questions that show, hey, they're trying. They're putting in the work, and they're watching some film. They're doing it in practice to try to get better on each of it. And then I think you look at the two games and the effort given throughout it has been awesome. The guys wanting to work hard and show the toughness, show the grit, and really do, they're trying. It's not because of lack of effort if something doesn't go well, which is great. So we're going to get better on the fundamental side.
How do you feel with where we are on the program right now? Like, how do you compare us to last year at this point?
Well, every season's different, and every group is different, which is good. We don't try to necessarily imitate another group. There's things that this year's group may do better than last year's. There's things that maybe this year's group doesn't do as well. But every team has to have its own identity. Every team has to kind of have that line in the sand and says, hey, this is what makes us good. I think this group is figuring out what that is. Again, at each level, freshman, soccer, JV, and varsity. I think each group is, they're finding their knack for things of what's going to make them tough to beat. And so, as this progresses, of comparing it to last year, I like where we're at. I really do. I think the team has the potential to be a very, very good team, and we've shown that in some spurts in games already with the shooting and the athleticism and level of play that we can play at.
Well, thank you. That was
Absolutely.
very good.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching, and see ya.